Hi guys, hi, how's it going? How you doing today? Hopefully today finds you well. Today I am going to dig into Sephora and my Sephora cart because as you know, the Sephora sale is coming. So I thought that we would dig into that today. And if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please keep on watching. For those of you new here, hi, my name is Donna. I'm so happy to have you here today. So glad that you found my channel, and I hope that you like it so much that you'll stick around in the end. But I am a lover of all things high-end, colorful beauty and self-care. I liken myself to a product knowledge junkie. I like to give you guys all the product knowledge that I am also getting as a professional in the beauty industry. I kind of have like a makeup chit chat thing going on here. I like to talk about makeup, and you people are my people, so you're where I come to. And at the end of the day, I hope you'll want to stick around. With that being said, let's dig into this Sephora cart. So mine's not really a Sephora cart, I guess, as much as it is, let's talk about the things that I'm gonna buy from Sephora, or want to buy from Sephora when it comes to the Sephora sale. So as many of you know, I work at Ulta Beauty as a services district leader, and I'm diamond there, but I am also rouge at Sephora. So for me, this event means 20% off of anything I can purchase at Sephora. Now, when I purchase from Sephora, I definitely stick to the things that I can only purchase at Sephora, because in terms of my discount at Ulta Beauty and this discount that we're getting at Sephora, they're completely different, right? Like I get a bigger discount working for Ulta Beauty than what I do at Sephora. So it doesn't make any sense for me to partake in anything that I can purchase at Ulta Beauty at the Sephora sale. So the only thing you're going to hear from me about today in this video, not that I don't think that other items are fantastic, I just don't purchase anything that I can purchase from Ulta at Sephora. So those are the items that are going to be on my wish list. So for those of you who are unaware, every year, twice a year, Sephora does this sale. It used to be called the Rouge event. Now I think it's called Spring Sale and Fall Sale or something like that. And you get a different discounted percentage dependent on which tier you are in the Sephora guidelines, which I can't 100% say I think is very fair. I think if you're spending money at Sephora, you should be able to earn and get the same kind of benefits that other spenders at Sephora are getting. I could go on and on about the differences in the rewards programs between Sephora and Ulta, but because I work for Ulta, I think that it might come across biased, but also I try and steer very clear of talking about anything to do with the differences between Sephora and Ulta on my channel in depth, because I don't want it to, I don't want to jeopardize my job, right? But with that said, I do still shop at Sephora, and I shop a lot, obviously, because I am still rouge, and even going into next year, I'm going to be rouge again. There are just brands that I can only pick up from Sephora, so they happen to be the higher priced brands that are out there. This sale is going to start on November 5th for Rouge members, so of which I am. On the 5th of November, Rouge members will be able to get their discount, which is 20% discount on all things that are shoppable at Sephora. VIB will start getting their discount on the 9th, which is 15%, and then Beauty Insiders, which is the lowest tier, will get a 10% discount starting on the 11th. And I believe it goes through the 18th or 16th. I can't remember which day it ends, but that's when it starts for each one of those tiers. The code is the same for everybody. It just will depend on what tier you are in as to when you can start shopping and what percentage that you'll get off. So I have a list of things that I want to purchase, and I don't know that I'll be picking all of them up, because as I started putting some stuff in my cart, it started racking up. There's not a lot, if I'm honest with you, because as I said at the beginning, like I purchase what I can from Ulta Beauty. So I don't really go balls to the wall anymore on this Sephora sale. I have in the past, but I don't anymore. So I do have the Natasha Denona Biba palette. So this is a Natasha Denona palette that never interested me ever because it's very, very neutral, right? This is an all neutral palette. And I am very much a color connoisseur in my mind. I'm a color connoisseur. I have a lot of rainbow palettes. I have hardly any neutral eyeshadow palettes. What I do know about the Natasha Denona formula is it is my favorite. And if I could pick any one formulation in my plethora of formulations down here that I would choose if I lost everything, it would be the Natasha Denona formula. I mean, I guess the gold would come super close, right? Because it's mostly browns. But I have had my eye on Biba for a while as somebody who is dabbling a lot more in those neutral eye colors on a regular everyday day to day, not because I love them, but more because they're easy to use to pull together just a simple eye look, and I'm lazy and want to sleep longer. So when I am in a quick hurry, neutral is the way it goes because it's easy to do. So I've been thinking about the Biba palette for probably at least the last 6 months. So I do have that on my wish list. That is $129. I also have this Pat McGrath palette. I cannot remember what number Mothership palette this is, but this is the Midnight Sun palette. It is $125. I probably would pick this one up over the Natasha Denona one if it came down to like having to choose. Mostly because I don't have a whole lot of Pat McGrath in my collection, except for like mini palettes. I've got a quad and I've got a couple of her bigger 10-pan palettes and then her holiday palette from last year, not this year. And this one has always been one that intrigued me, that really pretty like periwinkle almost shade down in the bottom of this palette is one of her special shades. And if you all know or have been around, you know that I love those special shades. I think that they're beautiful. And that's where it's at for me when it comes to Pat McGrath. And this one, not that I want to buy a $125 palette for just the one shade, but this palette has spoken to me for so much longer than the Biba palette has. Like if I had to choose one or the other, it would be this one more than likely. This is just a really beautiful palette. I've also thought about her red one. I can't remember what one that is, but I've also thought about her red one an awful lot too. That would be secondarily a Pat McGrath palette that I would think about as well. The next thing I have on here is the Melt Shapeshift stack. I do have a couple of Melt stacks amongst my collection. They are the Lovesick stack and the Gunmetal stack. These Shapeshift stack shadows are supposed to be duochromy. Now, I watched Lauren Mae Beauty do a review on these, which has always drawn me away from them because she did a review on them. I trust her judgment and she hated them. But she also has a lot of like Cleona shadows and Jady Glow shadows and those kind of shadows that are just amazing shadows. And I don't. I mean, I do have a few of the Cleona shadows, but I wonder if she hates these ones because she has better indie brand shadows that she got her hands on. The other saving grace to this palette, the other thing that draws me into it, is it's on sale right now. It's $34, so that's really drawing me into it. Another thing I have on my list is the Charlotte Tilbury highlighting one. I've heard so many great things about this Charlotte Tilbury highlighting wand, blush wand, contour wand, whichever wand it is. I've heard so much, but the one that always is going to get me is the highlighter. I don't need it. I don't need another highlighter, period, but I least of all need a liquid highlighter. Least of all. So I don't know if this will end up happening or no, but I have really been wanting to try one of these Charlotte Tilbury ones. Let me know what you guys know about these Charlotte Tilbury ones because I have been wanting to try one. I personally am of the opinion that Charlotte Tilbury is way overpriced, but I still want to try one. The next thing I have on here, and one that will definitely end up in my cart, is the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Blush. So I have two different shadows, or two different shades in here. I have the one called Desert Orchid, and I also have the one called Nude Venus. Oh my God. Aren't these beautiful? I watched Kinky Sweat, I think it was Kinky Sweat, do a try on or a, swatch video on her cheek of these blushes, and I'm not sure which shades she had and did. I think she had all of them, but I'm not sure which ones she had and did. But oh my God, they're so pretty and so luminous and so just healthy looking on your skin. And I want one so bad, so pretty. Again, I don't need a blush any more than I need a highlight, but one of those will make it into my basket. I'm not sure which shade at this point in time, but I am so interested in those. Another thing that will probably end up in my basket, just because it's an easy purchase, but also because it has a product in it that I want to try, is the Fenty Glossy Posse Fantasy Foursome. So this is a, like, she comes out with these little mini sets of her lip glosses every single year. This year it has one of her cream glosses in it too, and I haven't tried that formula yet, and I really want to try that formula, and I think that one is a full size. I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Like, I just kind of glanced through everything that I, wanted. So I could be wrong, that maybe isn't a full size, but it does come with a cream, and it comes with 3 of her mini regular glosses, which I love, and they're all in shades that I don't have. So I'm really excited about this little set, actually. Every year I buy one of the stupid Fenty sets. Not the Glossy Posse, but like last year I bought the one with the little tiny lip gloss and the little tiny new Diamond Bomb highlighter in it, and I love both of them. So this year I'll probably be buying that Glossy Posse Fantasy Foursome, and that one retails for $38. A couple other things that I have on my list to purchase as well is a new Fenty Pro Filter Longwear Hydrating Foundation. You guys just saw my foundation declutter and collection, and I do have this foundation already in my collection, but it is almost gone. It's currently in my Shop My Stash rotation, and I mean, I use it all the time. The only thing that stops me from purchasing it is, you guys saw my foundation collection in declutter. Like, I have a lot right now, but I don't have a lot that I am familiar with and that I wear often, and that one is almost gone, and I'm familiar with it and wear it often and love it on my skin. As a matter of fact, it's on my skin today. I love that foundation, and I don't want to be without it, but I do think that I should maybe pause on that and not stick it in my bag, because I don't need another foundation, but it's on sale for $18. I mean, how can you say no to that? So that's the position I'm in right now. But I know I don't need it, so it may or may not make it into my bag. I'm just not certain of that. Another thing is the LYS amazing cream blushes. So I have a new Higher Standard Satin Matte Cream Blush on my list. These are $16 full price, so not on sale, $16, which is an amazing price point for Sephora. And I have 2 different ones on my list. I have Self Love and Empower. I think I would probably choose Self Love over Empower at this point in time. I do have Motivate in my collection, which is kind of like a like tangerine color, or like coral color, and I love it. It's beautiful. I love that blush. So I do have one of those also on my list. And then, of course, last but not least would be my Cinema Secrets jug of stuff that my brush cleaner that I get every single one of these sales. Now, this I might pause on, because again, like I said at the beginning, Sephora does one of these sales twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. I just opened the current jug that I have, so I don't know that I need another one prior to that like April mindset when they'll do this sale again. But I would hate to not have it and need it. So, and why not get it on a sale if you can get it on a sale? With that said, I also have a gift certificate. I bought one of their like $100 Rouge gift certificates with points. The last time it came available for me. So I do have a $100 gift certificate to use. I also have some credits on my account with them, and I am interested in purchasing quite a bit from this sale. So those are the items that I have on my Sephora wish list for the sale that is upcoming very, very soon. And I have some recommendations for you as well. In addition to, of course, the Cinema Secrets brush cleaner that I always recommend, I'm always talking about, I would also have a couple of things that I know are really great products that you could get and that you would more than likely love. First of all, in terms of like a primer for your skin, currently they have a 2-pack of Bobbi Brown face base for $64. Now this is the same price as the regular size Bobbi Brown face base. So you would be getting 2 basically for the price of 1, and that's a hell of a deal. So 2 for the price of 1. In addition to that, however much percentage off, hell yeah, do it. I would do it if I didn't have a full one already and 100 other primers. Like when you have a collection the size of mine, you think through the lens of, do I really need these things? How long would they sit before I touch them? But if you have a smaller collection and you're looking for a primer, that face base is amazing. Like I said, 2-pack, $64. You're getting 2 for the price of 1, and it is a wonderful primer. I have a couple of different foundations on this list. So first of all, of course, I'm going to refer you to the Fenty Pro Filter Hydrating foundation, which is a fantastic foundation. If you have really dry skin, you will more than likely love it. I do feel like it's really hydrating. I do feel like it sits on my skin beautifully. I feel like it doesn't like sit on top of my skin, but it blends in just beautifully. It is what's on my skin today, and I don't feel like you can tell the difference between my regular skin and my skin with it on it, except for the fact that my skin is canvas versus, you know, a blotchy mess with freckles or pimples or redness or whatever. So it does a great job, and it is a wonderful foundation that I've never had a problem with. In addition to that foundation, I also have the Fenty Eavesdrops, which is, if you are more of a sheer to light coverage person, that is going to be the foundation for you, because it's more of a skin tint kind of foundation, but it does like take all of the imperfections out of your skin and kind of just blur them just a smidge to make everything just seamless on your skin. I love that skin tint, probably my favorite skin tint currently. And then the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Coverage Full Coverage Foundation is also an amazing foundation. Really sits in your skin and kind of lets your skin breathe, moves with your skin, doesn't create any kind of like creasing tendencies, no drying up of your skin. No, it's just a really beautiful foundation that works with your skin, not against your skin, if that makes any sense. So those are all foundations that you can pick up from Sephora that will be perfect foundations to get going into the winter season, and also into a season where a lot of us are wearing more of a fuller coverage foundation. So in addition to that, I do have like the blushes. As I said earlier, the LYS High Standard Satin blushes are beautiful. If you're looking for cream blushes in addition to the LYS, Tower 28 has an amazing formula for cream blushes, and Patrick Ta blushes are also just stunning. They're beautiful. And you can get Patrick Ta blushes in either a single one, like a monochrome moment, or you can get them in a dual one that has cream and powder in it, which is fantastic as well. They are probably, Patrick Ta cream blushes are probably the longest lasting cream blushes I have ever had on my face, and my face, because it's so dry, it tends to like eat blush, and I never experienced that with the Patrick Ta blushes. As far as powders go, I 100% love and stand behind the Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Finishing Powder. Such a beautiful powder, and I will maybe even pick up an additional, I will maybe even pick up one of those. God knows I don't need another powder though, so there's that. In terms of eyeliners, Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs eyeliners are the bomb. They are the shit. They are amazing eyeliners. They go on so well. They don't tug. With that being said, I think that's it. I don't have like a whole lot of recommendations from Sephora, because a lot of what Sephora carries you can now get at Ulta Beauty, whereas back in the day that wasn't the case. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that if you did, you'll consider giving it a big thumbs up. What are you thinking about purchasing from Sephora? I would be interested to know if there are items out there that you think that I should pick up, that I should try, that I'm missing out on. And, you know, I also would love to have you subscribe to my channel if you're out there and you're watching. Do you know that I was looking at my little graph that tells me where people are watching from and how many of those people are subscribed to my channel? Did you know that 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel? Like, why? What's stopping you? I would love to have you along. I would love to make you my new YouTube fam and, you know, have conversation down in the comments section. So if you are watching me and you are not subscribed, I implore you, subscribe to my channel. No harm, no foul. It doesn't hurt anybody. If you don't want to watch a video, move on. Move on. But subscribe. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. I thank you guys so much for sticking around with me today, for tuning in to supporting my channel in any capacity that you're supporting my channel. So thank you guys so much. I do hope that you'll want to give it a thumbs up. I do hope that you'll want to subscribe, and I do hope that if you subscribe, you hit the notification bell, because it's going to make sure that you don't miss anything that I'm putting out here into the universe for you to watch. I hope that 2021 is treating you all kindly, and I hope that you and yours are well and healthy and safe and getting along as best you can in this crazy world that we're living in right now. I also hope that y'all are loving each other, but loving each other from afar. And until next time, bye friends.